Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lost in Thoughts. Basically, this video was not planned at all. It's based off of something that just happened, a current event that just happened, and I was like, hey, like let's actually sit down and talk about what happened. So, based off of the title of the video and the thumbnail, I'm sure you know what this video is about. It's basically about having anxiety attacks, and I'm basically just going to explain what it's like when I get anxiety attacks, because I'm sure like every anxiety attack is different. Anxiety attacks may share similarities, but I feel like they're very unique to the person that's having them. So I basically just wanted to explain my anxiety attacks, what happens, and my thought process and how I try to get myself to realize what's happening. Because I know a lot of people handle them differently. There are so many different ways that you can handle a panic attack and or an anxiety attack, and I just want to explain like what I do to basically walk myself through it. Maybe what time is it? Maybe like an hour ago. I was an hour and a half ago. I was doing laundry right before work, and I had a really bad anxiety attack for no reason. Like, I'm not even sure why it happened or what sparked it. I'm not even sure what triggered it, but it happened. And I haven't had one this bad in a very long time, and it caught me so off guard. And I wanted to talk about it. It wasn't even like I had a stressful day either. Like, my day was going pretty well. I woke up, I slept in a little bit. I had my coffee like usual. I woke up listening to music. I sat down, had my morning, my coffee. It was a normal day, but I had work at 6. It is now 7. I'm not going to work. I was taking everything out of the dryer. I was taking everything out of the dryer, and it just hit me like all of a sudden I started feeling shaky. I started sweating, which is really weird because I don't really sweat much. Like, I know it's not healthy to not sweat, but like it takes a lot for me to start sweating. And I just started sweating, dripping sweat. Like, I had to change my clothes because I was sweating so much. And my heart was beating so hard. And not necessarily fast, it was just beating hard. And I remember my heart beating in my throat. Like, it wasn't painful, but it was a very weird and uncomfortable feeling. My heart was beating so hard that if I was holding my breath, I could hear my heartbeat coming out of my mouth. Like, it was very weird, and I literally thought I was going to die. Like, it was just like, I don't know what caused my body to do this, but I thought I was going to die. I thought I was either having a heart attack or like I don't even know how to explain this feeling. But if like you have anxiety attacks, like you know what I'm kind of talking about. It's you just feel like you're gonna die. There's no other better way that I could explain it. It like you feel like you're dying. This caught me so off guard, and I just remember leaning back on the dryer. Like, I shut the dryer, and I put my back up against it, and I just sat on the ground, and I was trying to talk myself through what was happening, because I know by experiencing other people around me having anxiety attacks, I have kind of taught myself to not panic as much and try to visualize what's happening and try to like talk my way through everything. Because growing up, when I had anxiety attacks, I only had myself. I was never vocal about any of my anxiety attacks. I would tell my dad that I had a lot of anxiety, but that was really it. It was never really treated. It wasn't really anything that I discussed ever until now. Here we are. But yeah, so I grew up feeling alone when I had my anxiety. And now I've slowly learned how to deal with it when you are by yourself and you don't have people to talk to either at the moment or at that time. And now when I have my anxiety attacks, I do that. I try to explain to myself what an anxiety attack is. So basically, so when I'm having an anxiety attack, in my mind, I'm telling myself what an anxiety attack is and that we're having one right now. Like, I try to convince myself, of, hey, you're not having a heart attack, you're just having an anxiety attack. For whatever reason, you're freaking out and your body is freaking out because of anxiety. So you need to chill out, relax, and I always breathe. I know that sounds really stupid, like everyone obviously breathes, but when I realize I'm having an anxiety attack, I just sit down wherever I am. I don't care if I'm in the middle of public, whether I'm in my room, or in this case in my laundry room. I sit down on the ground, either my legs straight out or crisscross, and I breathe. I take these massive deep breaths. Like, you breathe in, like, I can't do it now because I have my allergies. But you breathe in super heavy through your nose, and then you breathe out super light and gentle through your mouth. And I keep repeating that process until I feel better, until I realize that I'm having an anxiety attack. Sometimes it can take 5 minutes, sometimes it can take 10 minutes, sometimes it can even take 30 minutes of me just sitting down, trying to relax, trying to, think of other things, even though I wasn't thinking of anything stressful beforehand. But this feeling just came on, and immediately I start worrying about the worst. But I try to distract my mind. I try to focus on my breathing, and I try to just tell myself, listen, dude, it's an anxiety attack. You are okay. You are going to get through this. You're gonna do this. Like, you're gonna get through this. And I'm basically just trying to I'm convincing myself that I'm okay. Like, they are horrible. Afterwards, you feel horrible. This happened an hour and a half before I started recording, and I'm still not right. Like, I called out from work because I didn't want to drive. I just didn't feel right. I still feel a little off, which is weird that this happened. Like, I should have seen an anxiety attack coming because, like I said in my update video, the last video, I procrastinated for an entire week because I just wasn't feeling right. Like, I felt so drained and I just felt off. And even my dad said something to me. He was like, dude, like, I just want you to be happy, like, blah, blah, blah. You seem miserable. I'm like, I'm just tired. Like, I just feel off. It's so weird because people have been telling me all last week that I was like, it seemed like something was off, but it didn't really catch on. And then today, whatever happened, it just blew up and I had an anxiety attack. And they're horrible. Oh my god, they're horrible. You feel like crap afterwards. You feel drained. I get upset, like sad after I have one because, like, I'm like an emotional bitch, and I just get like super sad, and I just like, holy shit, like, what just happened? Like, I don't get what happened. Like, why did that happen to me? Like, what caused that? Like, that's something so shitty that it's something so shitty that I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. It's something that makes you feel so shitty. And yeah, after I have an anxiety attack, after I know that I'm okay and I realize what happened and I come back to reality, I try to stay hydrated as best as I can. Like, right now I'm just drinking water and just kind of taking it easy. Because when people have anxiety attacks, like, I don't want to talk for everybody who has anxiety attacks, because, like I said, they're very different for everybody. But this is just how I get anxiety attacks. But when I do experience an anxiety attack, like, it takes so much on your body. Like, it takes a toll on your body, and you don't realize. I guess because of the adrenaline rushing through your system. I don't even know what happens to your body when you have an anxiety attack. It's just like everything freaks out for no reason. I started profusely sweating, like dripping sweat. My beard was dripping with sweat. I was shaky. I was just like, oh, it was like I don't even have words. I don't even have words. But like afterwards, after I know I'm okay, I always just try to drink lots of water, and I just try to take it easy because now I'm drained. Like, I don't feel like I don't know. I just feel very drained, and I'm still a little shaky about it. But like I don't know. It was just shitty. So for people who do have anxiety really bad, take this video as an example. Um, like you're whenever you do have an anxiety attack, it's not uncommon. I feel like anxiety attacks in people nowadays are so common, but just know that you're not alone. And I mean, in my comments down below, follow me on Twitter. You can do whatever. If you're having an anxiety attack and you need someone to talk to or anything, just leave a comment on this video talking about what you're experiencing or what you have experienced in the past with anxiety. I want to have a community who I can talk to about everything. That's what this is. I don't want anybody to ever be afraid to say something in the comments, because in reality, we're all part of the same shitty world, you know? And a lot of people go through the same exact shit. I just want to let people know that you're not alone, because growing up, I felt very, very, very alone. Even though I was surrounded by loving and caring family members, loving and caring friends, like I wasn't a loner, or I wasn't anybody who didn't necessarily have someone that I could talk to. I just didn't, and I felt very alone. I don't want other people to experience that, whether you are just growing up, whether you are as old as me, like in your 20s, if you are an older adult, just know that there are people around you. Know that there are other people feeling the exact same way that you feel, and that you're not alone. That's basically what this video is. It's just how I handle anxiety. Yeah. This was not a planned video at all. This video was not planned. I did not expect to have this anxiety attack today. It kind of tilted my world a little bit. I am okay. I am feeling a little off. This bag has been down the whole entire time, and it's gonna bother me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Damn it. That's gonna bother me throughout the entire video while I'm editing. Oh no. It was up like this. Oh, dang it. I'm mad. Oh, I'm mad. Anyway, but I'm okay now. I am going to continue doing my laundry. I may film a room tour video. And yeah, I've been talking about filming a room tour video for so long now. I think I'm just gonna do it. I always wait until my room is perfect, but then like I live very messy, so I'm constantly cleaning my room, and I just need a time when I clean my room to have time to actually record the room tour video, because I want it to look its best. It's a tiny space. I want it to look its best. And yeah, so if you guys, like I said, if you guys have really bad anxiety or depression or really anything, and you feel alone, just know that you're not. Whoever sees this video, and just know that you're not alone. And if you see this video and you're not experiencing any of this stuff, send it to somebody who you think this might help, because really, I'm just here to help. That's all. I want to share my experiences, and I want to help as many people as I can, because this world is hard. And our bodies are very difficult sometimes. And they just throw us for a loop. So with that said, I'm going to, I don't want to drag on too long for this. But yeah, so leave a comment down below if you experienced anxiety attacks similar to me. Let me know what you do when you have them, or your thought process working your way through them. Like, I do not judge people at all. So the comments down below are a judgment-free zone. Please remember that. Like I said, I just want to build a community who can be open with each other. If this video did help you out, or if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content. Most of my videos I try to keep upbeat. I try to keep the positive vibes flowing in my videos, but like I said in the very first video welcoming you to the channel, there are going to be times where I am not feeling very positive. I can be talking about negative topics like this. I can be making videos about having an anxiety attack, but I always try to spread some light and some positive vibes on my videos. And if you want to be a part of this great community, then hit the subscribe button. Make sure to Stay tuned to the up and coming videos. And yeah, I try to post weekly, and I'm rambling. My voice is getting higher. I don't know what's happening. So with that said, I hope you have an amazing rest of your week. Follow me on social medias at LIT Podcast _ on Twitter, AJ Dubsky on Twitch, and that's about it. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.